What's the name of that one?
Hey folks, Jeff here coming at you from beautiful Sin City, Las Vegas Strip, where I do a strip walk once or twice a year. This time I thought I'd do a half strip and just cover the southern end. I really was more interested in my new camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, and what it might capture for me. I also wanted to check out Las Vegas and see how it was doing in a post-pandemic world. You know, what was still open, what was shut down. So we're here pretty early. The first part of our walk, it's still before a lot of people get up and get out. I'm here at the Miracle Mile. It used to be a part of the Aladdin, and now it's a part of Planet Hollywood. We decided we wanted a bite to eat, hadn't had breakfast yet, and this used to be Burger Oasis Burger, something like that, and now it's Flights. So we went in, and what I found is that they pretty much serve everything up in threes. So when I ordered an old-fashioned, I didn't get one, I got 3 old-fashions. The breakfast here is outstanding. One of my other favorite places to hang out is down by the High Roller Ferris wheel. And they've got one of my favorite places to have a beer, the Yard House down at the end. It's not open this early, but what was open, and much to my surprise, a new place to get a beer called Trustworthy Brewing. This was a fine 12%er called Sin Reserva. I highly recommend you stop in there if you like some really delicious beer. We're just about at the end of the first half of our walk. The sun's now up and bright, and the waterfalls are going here at the Wynn. The Wynn is just one of those just gorgeous casino hotels, and there's a lot going on there. As you can see on the inside, much like the Bellagio, they have this type of garden that you can walk through with your drink. But they use flowers and trees. Those are live trees inside the building there. So one of the things I wanted to find out as I was going down here through the strip is how many people were wearing masks. Not a whole lot of folks were wearing masks during this trip. I'd say maybe 5% of the people. So there will be people who probably have not been vaccinated who are not wearing masks, but at the same time, it wasn't super crowded. Just right there on the strip, not a lot of traffic. As you can see here as I'm heading toward Gilly's nightclub, not a lot. Here I am on the strip. And right there next to the Mirage, I'm not seeing a whole lot of people there. People are pretty much socially distanced here, and I felt relatively safe. Of course, I've had the vaccine, so I didn't worry about it as much. I just want you to let you know that, hey, you can come to Vegas and not everything stays in Vegas. So looking back across the road there, we're at there's the Venetian. We've now crossed over and we're starting to head back south as we come by the Mirage. At nighttime, some of these water shows are just fabulous. The Mirage has some nice waterfalls and some lights that light up. And of course, the Bellagio, just fantastic with their show. And their show runs during the day as well with music. But at nighttime, it's just spectacular to watch. Once again, a shot of the Venetian, and as you can see, not a whole lot of traffic. Getting into around the Caesars area, the Forum shops, I always walk through the Forum shops. I really enjoy seeing what's going on there. Not a lot has changed. Most all the shops are still open. I did notice that a couple of the shows, the free shows that are here, I remember the Bacchus show, that's not here anymore. At least I didn't see it operating. And then Atlantis at the end is pretty much shut down. We're getting ready to have lunch here. And another thing about the Forum Shop, it's just a fabulous place to get some pics if you want some selfies. And also, if you get the munchies from all that weed you're smelling now out on the Las Vegas Strip, and it is everywhere. What a great place to stop in and get some fabulous food here. Just a quick meal to go. The Forum Shops has lots of places like that, right along with those highfalutin and high dollar items that you can buy. At one time, I think it was the priciest place per square foot that you could put a store. Here it is. It's closed. Shut down.
That's incredible. What was the name of this one? Peanut Butter Heaven or something like that? Shit, I don't remember. What's the name of that one? 30th anniversary.
Chocolate cake cheesecake.
So I just finished off the Adams peanut butter cheesecake. 1,200, how many calories?
50.
1,250 calories. Well worth every bite. That was the Cheesecake Factory here in Las Vegas, and now we are headed out for more walks so I can burn off some of these calories.
So that was the Cheesecake Factory located in the Forum Shops. Here we go, getting ready to exit, but just before we do, we had to go by Cleopatra's Barge. Cleopatra's Barge is one of the places that Michelle and I used to like to go to dance when we were a little bit younger. Caesar seems to be quite packed. Looking back down at the strip again, it seems to be picking up a little bit. Here we are entering into the city center area. Before we do, though, we stopped in at the Bellagio just to check out the gardens. I was a little underimpressed with the gardens this time. Usually I thought, at least to myself, I thought they were done up a lot better. Maybe it's because I've been there during more holiday seasons. They do put on some spectacular presentations and displays here. So heading into the city center now. There is a tram that runs back and forth between a couple of the casinos over here on the west side. The bigger tram's on the east side. Well, we're full into the city center now. This particular display is made completely out of candy. I don't know if anyone's ever going to get to eat that candy, but it was rather pretty.
COVID's over, I think. So you don't believe everyone here is vaccinated?
No, not one bit. A good number might be.
Wrapping up the city center, it's time to continue heading on south back toward our vehicle. And let's check out the park here in a few minutes. The park's one of my favorite places too because it's got another one of my favorite beer joints. And away we go. Last few shots here of the city center. Once again, as you can see, not a whole lot of folks out here. I've been here where that bridge has just been packed. Going back there, back and forth. Here we are, we're heading toward New York, New York, which means we're heading toward the park.
The Crack Shack. Are we here?
Yes, it's the city. Lifelong rent.
Fuck everybody. Oh, it's the Crack Shack.
Ah, nothing like some good deli food. I did not partake this time. That pie filled me up. The old Monte Carlo is turned into the Park MGM. It's basically the same casino. So now let's head on over to the park. There's the T-Mobile Arena. Seen a couple of shows in there. It's where they do the hockey for the Golden Knights. So heading up here through the park, I'm going to continue on until I get to another one of my favorite places to grab a beer. Wonderful sculptures in here. Beautiful little place, great place to hang out, enjoy some food. And so here it is. So this place is called the Beer House, and they usually have a fine selection of beers. I talked to the ladies here. They said right now the supply is pretty low, so I did not have a beer today there. That's okay. I was still kind of full from that Sin Reserva. Awesome beer. Wrapping up as we head through New York, and just about done with our day here. That's the Excalibur, the first casino I ever stayed in, and One of the great places there is called Dick's Last Resort. That's where Steven had his 21st birthday party. So before we finish up, we'll head on to the Luxor and Mandalay Bay, and we'll be done with that. I wanted to ask you folks, please subscribe, click like if you like this video, and add some comments, anything about that you've seen today that you've done before. I'd love to see that. And we'll end with one of the sad closed buffets.